Hello, hello, hello. It's episode 100, 100 days of recording a message without planning, simply turning on the camera and saying something. 100 days of exploring my voice, 100 days of sharing something. I don't even know who the hell is listening. And it's been an interesting journey. I spent maybe an hour or so trying to think about this 100 lessons in 100 days idea that Chris suggested I should do for the 100th episode. And I didn't come up with 100. I actually have to think more thoroughly about it because there is a lot going on in my head as I process the last 100 days. But the fact is that there are 100 lessons in 100 days already, because each episode has been a thought or a lesson on the specific subject, whatever I was talking about during that day. That still is 100 episodes, 100 lessons. But there's so much more going on in the background, in the context of what I'm experiencing in life. I have a list of 8 things right now that I'm probably going to do the future episodes on, because it's related to where I'm headed at this moment. There are many things that have happened internally and externally, and there's a lot to process. But when I really think about it, it comes down to really one major message, one major insight through 100 days. If you have heard some of the episodes before, I mentioned in passing that I'm still discovering my voice, and I think that's getting clear. One of the things that got clear this week is that I found that I get more excited about working with people that have been somewhat successful, but they have gotten to a point where they're stuck in the situation they're in. They somehow have allowed the pursuit of success, the pursuit of recognition, the pursuit of the next rung of the ladder of success in their jobs to take over their existence, in a sense, the things that they love, the time for the people that they like to hang out with, or the entertainment that they want in their lives, or the experiences that they want in their life. They have actually traded one thing for the other, and they have forgotten that life is really about merging the two. So I've gotten very passionate about that. I've gotten very passionate about helping these people design a lifestyle that actually merges the two things. So when people say it's work-life balance, I don't necessarily think of it that way, and I think that's the part where I'm moving forward. That's where my voice seems to be coming forth more strongly, and that's probably where I'm going to focus at in the future. But that's not the lesson I've learned. The life-changing lesson I've learned is that if it's going to happen, my life, my fulfillment, if it's going to happen for you, if it's going to happen, it's going to be based on simply me allowing to be me. It's all going to come down to me. It's not going to be somebody else helping me, although I will need help, but it's not going to be somebody else doing the work for me. It's going to come down to me, and it's not going to come from the best practices or the best ideas or best business models. All of that's not going to matter if I am not the one who's showing up behind it, showing up in the sense of being in full alignment with what's happening, with my values, with my principles, with my passions, with my goals, with my acknowledgement and welcoming of the whole situation, with being present. That's really where the life-changing session has come. And there are kind of like 2 things that helped me get there. One, the first thing that helped me get there was my daughter. I realized from my daughter that we are designed joyful. It's our natural state of being to be joyful. And everything else, every other problem that comes after, it's a creation from our parents, our world, our circumstances. It's all an imagination work process or work product. We're meant to be joyful. Along the process of growing, we get programmed into this limiting beliefs or limiting circumstances or whatever, anything else that we come up with in the world. We just simply start worrying about the external and forget about being us. And I guess I can expand on that in a future lesson. But that's one piece of it. Babies seem to just be joyful and present all the time, just like animals or dogs. And it just seem to be enjoying life at the very specific moment. And they couldn't care less about who's paying the bills, what do you need to get promoted, where is food gonna come from, and all these other things that we worry about as adults. Some people might think that that's like just the changes of being responsible, but no, like responsibilities are just a thing. They just don't define us. They don't describe who we are. We are something totally different, and babies simply are that, and then they just are. So that's one. And then the second thing that helped me get to this idea of I just need to show up as myself is the concept of silence. And I wrote it down here that says silence equals answers. And in the process of reflecting through this journey, I've found that I have very few friends. Actually, I could argue that I have no true friends in the way I think about the ones that are there to support you, the ones that are showing up regularly to encourage you and keep guiding you. There are a few of them, but we don't engage every time. So in the process of losing all of that and noticing that the world doesn't really care what's happening to me unless I let them know, unless I run into them, it's just by accident. They might ask, but they don't necessarily care. The job I had doesn't really care what I'm doing now. No one has actually asked me. The company replaced me very quickly. So you realize that all of these things that I've been trying to get validation from don't mean anything. So all that stuff forced me to go into silence and actually learn that is in silence where I'm actually able to listen to what I truly want and desire, to listen to my voice, to this unconscious or subconscious mind that I have that seems to have all the answers for me. And it continues to give me ideas, the same ideas over and over that I keep ignoring. Those are the ideas that now I'm getting ready to focus on and start trying. That's probably the idea that's gonna help me make a living. That's gonna help me express what I want, and that's where the lesson comes in. Where I'm going forward is to focus on my voice and focus on this idea that we have the power to create a life where everything goes together. It's a harmonious thing. It's synchronicity. It's integrity or integration. It's synergy, is when I use that word. That's where I'm going to be tackling this project as I go forward. And if there's one thing I can ask of you is, if anything that has connected with you so far, think of someone that actually can benefit from engaging with us in this conversation and invite them to join the process, invite them to join our group, invite them to join the community, to find me on Facebook, send them a link, send them something, or just send them to me with the email hello@oneoncoaching.com, and let's grow together, because I think something's getting ready to burst out. I don't know exactly what it is, but I can sense it. It's coming, and it's probably going to be cool. At least for me. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. Have a good one. Have a good night. Have a good day. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.